you guys are gonna have to wait because a rock wren just showed up and I was gonna do a piece to camera. So I'm just gonna put this down right here. Well, good morning. So ended up having that little rock wren over there. So we're on our last day here in Grasslands East Block. You can see we're in the Badlands. We actually came down. It's just been a spectacular morning to drive in. Got some mule deer, beautiful bucks. You can hear the little rock wren calling. Yeah, just so cool. So we're going to hang around here a little bit longer, get some more photos. We ended up coming down at around 6. We left the campground at about 6 o'clock. So it was still dark, and you can see the lights getting a little bit brighter. So there's a bit of a haze in the canyon, which is actually perfect. It's helping keep the light a little softer. But just a fantastic area. And I mean, that landscape, you know, can't ask for better. So we'll continue on. This is actually, I came down here yesterday morning, and I got some pictures of a ground squirrel, so I'll post some of those early with the early light. But Joanne didn't have her boots on. She just had sandals, so she stayed up at the lookout. The location is essentially do the parkway, the Badlands Parkway, and at the end there's the last lookout, and if you're there, you'll see a trail that comes right down and into the Badlands themselves. So it's quite the amazing location, and it's not hard to get here. So I had the ground squirrel yesterday. We were also drove back one evening and got my best favorite pictures of the western meadowlark. It was an adult. I think missed the notice that it was fall and not spring breeding season, because it was just, the yellow on the chest was gorgeous and the light was just helping it. So if I haven't already posted a few of those, I'll post some pictures again. I'm getting to where I forget because I'm trying to produce so many of these videos, the raw parts, the raw pieces of a video that to put together when we get home, that I'm kind of forgetting what might be in a previous episode versus this episode. So you'll have to apologize. I'll have to apologize for that. It may be a little bit repetitive in times, but I'd rather be repetitive than forget something that I thought was relevant and interesting. So Joanne and I just have today left. We'll be cleaning up the camp, the trailer a bit. We're going to be spending a night in Regina, and then heading up to Riding Mountain for 7 days. And but these 2 weeks have been spectacular. I think if you really want an adventure that involves landscape photography, wildlife photography, bird photography, and the cultural resources we haven't even touched on in terms of either the First Nation and Métis history that would be in these areas, the Lakota and Plains Cree history here, or the ranching history here is also, it's the history of the foundations of what we'd call Canada, of at least the Euro-Canadian history. So it's equally of interest. So anyway, we're gonna head back. There were some coyotes calling earlier, and I don't think I got video. I was tried to shoot real quick to get video of the calling, but so we're gonna head back up, back to the truck, head back to the trailer for breakfast because I'm getting hungry. If you hear a sudden growling, don't worry, it's not a bear. It's just me being hungry. But we'll post some of those pictures, and probably the next video I do will maybe a wrap up tonight, but I think I'll just do a wrap up now. And if there's any pictures that we see or any photos we take during the day, I'll just post them unless something big happens and brings for a reason to come back. And then so the next video in this series from this trip will likely be once we're in Riding Mountain in northern, well, mid Manitoba. I won't call Riding Mountain northern Manitoba. It's not quite northern. So that'll be elk, who knows, elk, bison, boreal chickadees, some old favorites and some new ones. Okay, so anyway, everyone have a great rest of your day or evening, weekday, weekend, whatever it is. If you're watching this while you're at work, get back to work. If you're watching this on a weekend, well, finish watching it, then get back to work. If you're watching this on a weekend, hopefully you've gotten out and you're just cleaning your lenses off, coming home after you've gotten home. But it's, get some fresh air, get out there. It's quite the hobby, and when you get to a place like this, it just, to me, it makes what this hobby's about. It just sort of increases the value of the fun. It doesn't make it better. It just sort of shows you the sort of the little bonus star you get after putting in hours of bad chickadee and robin and mallard pictures. Anyway, okay, so take care and have a great day, and we'll see you in Riding Mountain on the next video. Bye for now.